What is up? What is up, chat? Welcome back. Welcome back to another day. Welcome back to another day where we try to make money or either lose money. Welcome back to another chance for you being alive. And yeah, basically, welcome back to a new opportunity in the market. All right. So, what's up with us? What are we trying to do? Now, we're trying to form a bias right now. All right, just form a little bit of bias, see what's happening in the market, and trying to determine what to do. Right, what to do from here. Let's try and put this around this place so that I don't have to keep on. All right, let's go to templates and use the trading beast template. All right. All right, let's go to a higher time frame. Three. Let's see. If we go to a higher time frame, then let's remove this shit. Let's just use one thing. Too much data is not good. Not good. So this is a profile over TPO. Profile over TPO. All right. So a lot of volume has been traded here, but very less time has been spent, and that indicated the market to go down, basically. And if we see, then a lot of time has been spent here, but a very small amount of volume. All right. So that indicates some kind of action going on, right? A lot of volume spent, a lot of volume coming in, less time spent. So yeah, a lot of time spent, less volume. That means there's no no wonder consolidation. All right. Uh Shit. You you're not seeing my charts. My bad, my bad. So I was talking about right here, right around these points. See, the volume is building up, but the time spent is really less, right? So this is the value area high for uh this is the value area high for TPOs. TPO. This is for profiles. So which one is more respected? I think the value area high and low for TPO is more respected than, or the volume is more respected, right? So we gotta keep these both things in cons- consideration. Keep these in our mind, just in case they reveal some kind of reaction in the market. All right. Now, what's happening? Now we can see. If I'm looking at the CVD, then I can see a little bit of divergence going on, right? A little bit of divergence, as you can see. This is the CVD from here to here, or from here to here. Lower low, but it's making a higher low down there, right? Now, if we turn back around from here, then That means right around this value area low, we did try to make a divergence, right? And this divergence caused the market to go in an opposite direction. And if I just look at the footprint for a moment, also I can see is a lot of aggressive buyers coming in, aggressive sellers coming in too. Right, some aggressive sellers coming in. So I would like to be probably short around this place. No, let's do one contract
Order filled.
and let's risk maybe 10 points. 10 points to potentially make 20, 30 points. So it's a classic breakdown setup, right? Right after market open. Might come back and retest, but it's a classic bleeding setup, I would say. Classic bleed setup. Because there's no structure for our reversal, right? I'll be back.
Order filled. Damn, we're down a little bit at a stop loss. So time to position down, right? Time to position down. A little bit of sellers getting absorbed right
Order
now,
filled.
right here. Let's see if we can break this high. If we can break this high, then aggressive sellers coming in. I mean, aggressive buyers coming in. A little bit of aggression coming in. Aggressive sellers. Hmm. Retest of these aggressive buyers. Sellers falling short right now. A lot of imbalances. A lot of imbalance. We might take it higher. We might take it higher. Because as I see, the buyers are completely destroying these sellers. As I can see on the footprint chart, right? A lot of buyers coming in. A lot of buyers. So it's just a matter of when to take out profit. I think, in my opinion, might go up till around this point. So probably makes sense just to keep it up there, right? Had a little bit of aggressive buyers at the top, but still got absorbed. It's nice when there's high volume and high momentum in the market, right? One side is in complete control, one side is in complete balance or imbalance. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to a smaller time frame. A little bit of pullback and take it higher. That's a nice thing about imbalance. Now we can move our stop loss down there. See some more aggressive buyers coming in. So we came down to TPO low. So in my opinion, we should probably put our TP around this point, 13 points. Not bad, right? What will be $600? Yeah, it's alright. Cause there's a big ass POC up there, right? So these buyers were uh, completely absorbed. By the way, right around this point. So it's a iffy kind of situation, right? Iffy situation. So always get it read right, guys. Always get it read right. Watch the footprint charts tape like a fucking maniac. Especially the footprint charts, I would say. Alright, little bit of buying imbalance coming in. The buyers are having a little bit of hard time to move up now. A little bit of hard time. See some more aggressive buyers and more aggressive sellers. So we just need a breakthrough from any side, right? Any side. Alright, breakthrough to upside a little bit. Could move my stop loss to this area, right around this area. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And maybe my TP a little bit, 15 points. More aggressive sellers coming in. Aggressive buyers trying to reclaim their thing. Do they have a tick chart? Oh, they do. They do. They have a tick chart too. We could watch tick charts. Uh, this resistance is a interesting point. POC. So a little bit careful around this point, right? As soon as it touches this point, I'm gonna move my stop right around here. Yeah, I can already move it a little bit down. You know, just in case it comes back and try to bite us in the ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm I'm out. Uh, uh. One more tick. One more tick. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. One more tick.
Order filled.
All right. Anyway, GG guys. Nice read from down here to up here. Just looking at the footprint charts and everything. It's a POC, so I'm a little bit skeptical to hold my position from there. So yeah, not a bad trade, right? Not a bad trade. I mean, we risked 4 points to get technically like 15 points, probably 12 points, but still nice trade. Very nice trade. Uh huh. So let's journal this shit. Let's journal this shit right from because journaling is really important for our trading and yeah, you know those stuff, right? You know those basic stuff, journaling and everything. So this was what I was looking at. POC, see some, still have some buying imbalance up there, but these buying imbalance can indicate absorption too, right? So we rammed through this POC, did ram through this POC. I think I'm risking a little bit more in this position, if you know what I'm saying. Down 700 bucks, up 200 bucks. I'm down 400 bucks in almost 500 bucks in profit. So yeah, I'm risking a little bit more. I don't think that's nice, right?
So let's switch back to MES. Let's uh let's go back to our roots. Let's trade like we are the shit. You know what I'm saying? Alright, retest. If I take a trade one more time, then I gotta take 75 19s, something like that. But there's a lot of resistance up there. So I'm a little bit skeptical still, right? Let's see some tick charts. 50 ticks. Retest of those buyers. Up here we have some resistance going on. Low volume node. So if we run through, then we must run through really nice, really easy from here, right? We're at the value area high of volume profile. Want to see some aggressive buyers coming in or some aggressive sellers getting absorbed. We see some volume increase. That means we can take another
Order
long,
filled.
right? What the fuck is wrong with this? All right, let's change it to MES. Micro S&P. And let's risk almost like 6 points. Let's go a little easy. Let's do 5 points. To potentially make 15 again. Right? So our rule is two stop losses for the day. So one stop loss and one profit for now. Alright. So let's get this read right. We see some aggressive sellers. A little bit of delta action going on. But we are still in an uptrend and pretty strong, I would say. Pretty strong uptrend. Sellers are trying to come down, but buyers are taking control again, trying to take control again. We have some passive sellers up there. All right. Aggressive buyers came in and back again. Came back again. Up in profit. Can potentially take this all. Take everything. A lot of potential to the upside, right? A lot of potential. Now we gotta consider where to stop, where to put our stop loss. I mean TP. So we see a little bit of volume around this place. So we can potentially target that, but let's not be too greedy, right? Let's not be too greedy. Let's take what market gives us. I think the price looks pretty strong.
Might risk a little more. Some passive sellers coming in. Some passive sellers coming in. Alright. Aggressive buyers. A lot of aggressive buyers. Little bit of volume is drying down. We had some volume around this area, 75 25s. So I can move my stop loss around 75 25s, right? I mean, my TP. So we can just let them be. Yes, sir. What's going on? Might retest 75 25s. So at 75 25s, a lot of passive sellers, passive buyers are there. A lot of orders are sitting there because market cannot move down any even a single point. And boom, buyers came in. Boom, 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 buyers came in. Let's see if we got some motion going on. So the big market participants, they do want to take the market higher, right? We can already see they do want to take the market higher. Hmm. More aggressive buyers. As soon as the market tries to go down, we see some aggressive buyers coming in. And yeah, these sellers trying to pull out because they know they're gonna get fucking destroyed, right? They know it. They just know it. But a little bit of aggressive sellers came in. Still, 75 25's holding strong. Why is it holding strong? Is it because we put our stop loss there? Nope. It's because some big buyer put his stop loss or
Order filled.
had his position around this point, right? So even we did get stopped out, but some big person, he had a big ass order around this point and he wants to take the market higher, right? How do we know that? Because we watch the footprint charts, and footprint charts gives us the information that we don't get from just watching the candlesticks, right? Now look at this point. Same place, same kind of pattern that is trying to take the market higher, right? Now I can maybe, you know what? Not today. I think I'm done. I don't want to be risking too much of the profit at the end of the week. I mean, it wasn't a nice week too, so right? $500 in loss this week. So it's better to just take what the market gave us this week, right? Sometimes it's not worth to risk all that. I know I should be trading right now because the market is technically giving us free money, but sometimes it's just better to cool off a little bit, slow down a little bit, right? So I'm gonna take my L right here. At least we got the reads right. I mean, it's just the part of the process, right? It's just that we wanna improve our skill. It's not about making, it's not about being a millionaire overnight. It's about building your fucking potential to the key. It's about working your ass off for what you want to do, right? What you want to get better at is achieving those small progresses. Is having these plans, having these checklists in your mind and following them to the T, right? What the fuck is this? Alright, trading journal to today's fucking Friday, July 17th, right? Is it 17th today? Yeah. So in 2 days we're gonna have the World fucking Cup final. World fucking Cup final, right? That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Who you got, Chad? Who you think is gonna win? Spain or you got Portugal? I mean, Spain or you got Argentina? Me personally, I'm a Argentina fan, but I think right, Spain got it this time. The way they play is is phenomenal. All right.
All right, let's do some NSDR, right?
Imagine yourself. Welcome to this 10-minute non-sleep deep rest protocol. Non-sleep deep rest is a powerful tool that can allow you to control the relaxation state of your nervous system.
This is Andrew Huberman.
Before we begin, I'd like to emphasize that this podcast is separate from my teaching and research roles at Stanford.
In 2021, just a few years ago, Huberman had what seemed like a definitive stance on blue light and circadian rhythms.
It doesn't matter if you block the blues.
Yeah.
If you're looking at bright light at night, you're going to disrupt your circadian cycle.
He even sort of made fun of companies that sold gimmicky products to block blue light.
The concept of blue light being bad led to a lot of product development.
But last month, he changed his tune.
Roca and I designed these glasses, which, as you can see, have red lenses that filter out the specific short wavelengths of light that activate the cells that wake you up.
Did a lucrative sponsorship opportunity change his opinion on settled science? Or was this, in reality, a gift to his audience?
It is, however, part of my desire and effort to bring zero cost to consumer information about science and science-related tools to the general public.
Maybe the sponsorship was a necessary tool to keep the lights on at Huberman HQ.
In keeping with that.
So here's the thing about these people, right? If they're on social media and they're doing it as a part of full time, then they have to get these sponsorships to get their life going on, pay their bills, right? And if he's trying to do that, right? If he's trying to sell his audience something, I think it's not that bad at this point, because he got a lot of good advices too, right? And I mean, he gotta feed his family too, so a sponsorship or two about, and it's not like he's promoting drugs or nothing else. He's not promoting fucking gambling or nothing else, right? A lot of people, they promote these stuff and still get away with it. People still love them, but he's still selling blue light blocking glasses that's fairly effective in my opinion, right? I use them too, fairly effective in my opinion, but you know what I'm saying, right? He gotta feed his family too, so I don't blame him. If he gets some sponsorship about fairly advantageous stuff, that might benefit his audience, and that might even, give him some money, then I think it's fair enough. It's a win-win situation. I don't think it's nothing bad. Till now in this video, I still understand Andrew Huberman.
Theme, I'd like to thank the sponsors of today's podcast. Our first sponsor is Roca.
And you can thank these very special sponsors too if you just
enter the code Huberman to get 20% off your first order.
Which sort of begs the question, how much money does it take to change Huberman's opinion on settled science?
I could imagine that he stands to make millions, especially if he's getting a significant portion of sales.
Just based on what I charge, I don't think I would do any deals if they were under $500,000, maybe even $1 million with his audience and his influence.
This is really like what you would call conflicts of interest. It seems very strange that someone who professes that he's providing things at zero cost is doing something like this, because...
Now here's the thing. All these scientists and all these people, health-related people, they're just fucking mad at Huberman, right? They just want a piece of his attention. He went to Joe Rogan. He has one of the biggest podcasts in the world. They all want a little piece of attention from him, right? They use their name. They use his name and get a little bit of views, a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, right? So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a fucking blue light fucking glasses, right? People fucking sell a whole bunch of things on the internet, right? People scam you for cryptocurrencies and stuff, and I mean, it's fair enough. You gotta pay his fucking bills too.
You don't need glasses like this.
Blue filter glasses. This seems like a brilliant idea, except that studies have shown that it probably doesn't work.
And I have to ask, are these partnerships even legal under FDA guidelines that outlaw making specific health claims for these kinds of products?
Practically, wearing red lens glasses such as these can keep what's called your cortisol, a stress hormone, low. These lenses allow you to transition to a calm and sleepy state, to wind down.
So let's dig in and figure out what's really going on with the most popular science communicator on the internet, Andrew Huberman. A few years ago, when Huberman appeared on the podcast scene, it seemed like there was finally a voice of reason and a source for unbiased scientific information that everyone could trust.
Welcome to the Huberman Lab podcast, where we discuss science and science-based tools for everyday life.
What could be better
Now-
than a plain-speaking Stanford
Now here's the thing. All of these people, not most of them, not all of them, but most of them are just brainwashed, right? They watch a video. So this is so just look at this and you can understand how easy it is to influence people just by making a video, right? If I didn't think myself too, if I didn't think it thoroughly, if I didn't think, oh yeah, if I didn't think by being in Huberman's position, then I would be like, oh yeah, this guy is right. This guy is trying to sell us something, right? But if you just if you have a little bit of common sense and if you have a little bit of mind and you understand how these things work, right? Then you can understand that Huberman is not doing nothing wrong. He's not fucking gambling in front of kids, right? He's just selling you some blue light blocking glasses, which might be a little bit of beneficial to lower your cortisol, right? He's not selling peptides, he's not selling fucking drugs, right? And that's gonna feed him some money. That is gonna give him some money so that he can keep on sharing more knowledge. So what's wrong with that? I mean, nowadays everybody wants that piece of attention, right? Let me just watch his channel. All right, let's see videos. Now let's go to, so his videos do around 10K, 100K at most, right? At most, he's gonna make 100K views, right? But if we go to most popular videos, everything is about Huberman. See, a million views, 941,000 views. See, he used Trump and he gets 900,000 views. He uses Joe Rogan and other people and gets 450,000 views, right? So he gotta use somebody else in his videos to get views. That's why he's trying to defame Huberman. You know what I said? They all want that piece of attention. They all want that piece of pie from Huberman, right? Because he's way too fucking famous. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listens to Huberman. Who listens to this guy, right? So this is how you get views. It's a nice content strategy, but sometimes you might be just throwing some dirt on people, right? Throwing some dirt on people that are trying to do good. He's got to feed his family too, so that's the case, my amigos. Think we gotta shit. Which razor is good? Let me see.
Foil shaver versus multi-blade versus single blade. Which one is better for shaving? Multi-blade razors cut hair really short because the first blade pulls the hair up and the next blade cuts it below the skin line. That's great for a baby smooth shave, but it's also why people get ingrown hairs, razor bumps, and irritation. A foil shaver doesn't cut below the skin. The foil acts as a barrier so the blade never touches your face directly. That means way less irritation, fewer ingrowns, and it's great if you shave often or have sensitive skin. The downside is that it doesn't shave as close as the multi-blade razor. A single blade cuts the hair once cleanly right at skin level. That's why it's the best option for preventing ingrown. However, it requires better technique, more time, and you can cut yourself if you're in a rush. Follow for more self-care tips. Foil shaver versus multi-blade.
Me, I personally like the single blade. Safety razor. That's the best. Damn, we're just brain rotting at this point, right? Brain rotting right now. Alright, let's get back to work. How to speak charismatic and masculine. Let's see how he speaks.
Alright, so you want to learn how to speak like Jason Statham, do you? You want to eat so many microchips that you can shit out a computer? Well, I'll teach you how. That was a joke. But I am going to teach you how to speak more eloquently, how to speak like a masculine, powerful, charismatic man, because I believe it is the most valuable skill that a man can have. Now, the beautiful thing about this skill is that it is learnt. It doesn't matter how bad you are at speaking right now, you can develop that skill. And
Alright. Whole bunch of bullshit. Alright, let's get back to work. Let's get back to fucking work. My brother. So right around this value area high, TPO value area high, we're starting to kind of reverse, right? Kind of reverse. So we might get some downside movement. So it was a nice call to not take a trade. Yeah, it was a really nice call. Let's see. Let's go to top step. See. Yeah, we close our position around this point. We are already making lower highs, lower lows, and just by looking at it, I can say I think it's gonna go down. Anyway, let's close this shit. And let's work on our company now. Yes, sir. Sir, let's go to Claude. Says project. So I need to make some keys, right? So today is day 3 of building my own company. Day 3 of building my own company. Alright. Let's lock in, chat. Let's lock in. Let's fucking get it. Alright. So what's the plan? The plan is to make a content research product, right?
we're gonna make an app that's gonna research all the content, and for you, what's trending right now, was what has the most views, what has the most likes, everything, so that you can use it to make better content, right? You can use it to make content that is gonna grow. It's gonna give you hooks. It's gonna give you all the things. It's gonna tell you how to make your content and everything, right? So so also, let's make the UI a little better, right? Let's make this a little better. How can we branch this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn. How do I get the API key for fucking Google? Let's see. Settings. How to get you to API key. Or Cloud Console access. Right. Damn, bro. APIs and services library. What the fuck? Reef trading tick. Man, I don't like the UI. UI looks kind of funky. Man, sleepy as fuck. Been yawning for like 50 times now. But still, we gotta get the work done, right? We're gonna do what we gotta do. I'm gonna grab a coffee later on. Alright. Uh 25 minutes. And after that, we're gonna take a short break, drink some coffee.
Sir. Sir. Let's get it. Hmm. This looks nice. This looks nice. This looks a little bit better, right? Yeah. Generate today's brief. Hmm. This looks nice. Signals. Live Day Pro. This looks a little bit better, but still not the best. Still not the best. Oh shit, you cannot see this thing, right? So let me move my face to this side. Maybe this side. So that's the app we are working on. That is the app we are working on. Make my face a little smaller. Profit doesn't fucking matter. If I make money with one micro and I'm profitable with one micro, we used to trade 3 contracts, 3 micros. Now we position down to 1 micro. You know why? Because profit doesn't fucking matter. If I make money with one micro and I'm profitable with 1 micro, I just need to 10x it to 1 mini. Sellers came in and 2340, but no reaction, right? Now, right from here, we can see although these big sellers come in, we see no reaction. We see they're getting completely absorbed tick by tick, right? Tick by tick is the thing to consider. Is the thing to keep in mind. When I'm saying tick by tick, 34 contracts came in, but it didn't even move a tick, right? It did not even move a tick. Damn. Let's see if we're profitable in 1 micro. Now, as you can see on my screen, what I want to do is go through past week's data, right? Go through past week's data. So let's go to past Monday. Past Monday. And I want to see this top. This top.
What's up, chat? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. So we're just using Claude for a little bit of coding, right? We're trying to build an app that does research for all the content creators, that gives you what kind of hooks work, what kind of things you can use to make your videos better, and how do you monetize your videos. All those things in a single app for $10 a month, right? So we're trying to do that. Shit. So yeah, input UPI API. You have same API. Thumbnail Cloud Vision publish free. Transcript super data scraping is blocked. Pennies your Anthropic key. The analysis. Spark can output the hook code. That's how you make your test. The reference links in your briefs. That's they may will wow for your DM outreach and real reasons to pay $9. My recommendation is ship the YouTube Analyzer as a pro feature before the August full launch. TikTok in month 2, Instagram only with revenue and an entity, Facebook never. Up to date data is also easy. Your queries already ranked by views hour over 7 days. I can add a last 48-hour freshness mode almost for free. To build the analyzer, I need two things from you: your Anthropic key set on fly and a super data account. Free tier is 100 transcripts per month, enough to start. Super data API key to start building it while you grab these. Yes, sir. Sellers came in and 2340, but no reaction, right? Now, right from here, we can see, although these big sellers come in, we see no reaction. We see they're getting completely absorbed tick by tick, right? Tick by tick is the thing to consider. Is the thing to keep in mind. When I'm saying tick by tick, 34 contracts came in, but it didn't even move a tick, right? It did not even move a tick. That means there's some big players sitting up there completely taking in these orders, right? They're taking in these orders and they want to take the market high. Sellers came in. All right. One video is out now. Building it. First, let me absorb the patterns, the new models. So we are gonna ship this Spark in a month, probably in less than a month, maybe in 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks another app, 2 weeks another app, 2 weeks another app, 2 weeks another app, 2 weeks. We're not gonna get more than 2 weeks for an app, and if it runs good, if that idea works, then we are gonna scale that app, right? So yeah, it's not that complicated. Let me do some research. Hey Gemini, what are the chances that if I make a SaaS app for it to run,
you know, the Spark that we are making, right? So what are the chances you think it's gonna be successful, and how much time is it gonna take? How much effort is it gonna take, and how can I put it out on App Store and Play Store and everything? Just give me a whole fucking blueprint for that. See, everything is integrated with AI. Everything with AI. I can fucking see every. I can make anything with AI right now. And you still think AI is gonna take your job? Make a job, make jobs. Alright, let's get down to business and map out this exact blueprint. Taking a SaaS app from an idea to a live product on a mobile source is a heavy lift, but with the right execution, it is highly scalable. The brutal truth, chances of success. Building a profitable SaaS is difficult, with most initial launches failing to second. First, you're building a generic consumer app to bring software rooted in the complex market mechanics, order flow, and higher frequency. 3 to 6 months of aggressive development. You're already writing Python scripts and software logic in BS which cause if you outsource the front end while handling the back end logic, a lean B2B SAS MVP currently runs between 30,000 and 80,000, doing the heavy lifting yourself, self capital, but it requires massive sweat equity. The maintenance launching is just a start line, except to spend roughly annually on damn step-by-step playbook to get your software live and features. Source the MVP. Strip the app down to its core values, focus strictly on essential features like user authentication, live data pipelines, and a subscription billing integration. Example Stripe. Establish the architecture. Connect your Python backend logic to the mobile front end. Ensure your database architecture can handle the low latency data ingestion required for the live finance. So here's the thing. I am postponing that. Uh, I'm postponing that finance model for a new kind of app, right? I'm I'm still gonna be working at that finance product, but that's a long term project because that can yield a lot of capital and that requires a lot of time. But right now, I'm focusing more on Spark. Spark is a content research app for content creators that is going to research all the content from all of the platforms, and it's going to list all the contents that's performing good, right? Related to your field or related to any field, it's going to do research and it's going to show you that what kind of content is doing good. It's gonna have a different section for what kind of hooks to use and what kind of hooks gives the most views, the most clicks, how to handle audience retention and everything. So it's a whole bunch of things in that app, right? So why don't you give me an idea how to outsource that app, how to put it on Play Store and App Store, how do we handle all the things and with as minimum capital as possible, right? Because I don't have the capital right now. So, and I know it sounds kind of unfair, but I think there's a chance that we can do it with as less capital as we can put it in. What do you say?
6.3 million views, 6 days. What's reference?
Holland, who eats the food of 4 men alone. Even before this, I made a video which may.
Wow, this is the trending video.
Holland.
Now. Alright. Gemini. I'll answer to Jimmy, but I'm Gemini. Honestly, solving the capital heavy finance app to build a lean B2B is basic say pivoting when you recognize a project we burn too much cash is exactly what a good founder does. You can absolutely build a Spark from zero next to $0. The trade-off is sweat equity where you don't have the capital, you pay with the time. That's fine. Since you already know some Python and use VS Code, you have a head start. This is the Zero Capital Blueprint to launch and host Spark. This is Capital Tech Start. To keep cost at $0 while building to leverage generous free tires and open source frameworks, front end mobile app, React Native via Expo. Write one code base in JavaScript, TypeScript, deploy to both iOS and Android completely free to build. Backend the logic is fast motor and already known Python, perfect for handling data and so Pubbase or Firebase both have massive free tires that will easily handle your next 1,000 users without charging a dime. Hosting, SAS system architecture. Key says for decoupling your front-end app from your backend, the Python logic. Forcing you to download an app update every time. The hardest part of this Spark isn't building the app, it's getting the data. Scraping TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at scale usually requires expensive proxy servers because these platforms block automated bots. Bootstrap solution. Do not build a web scraper ad. Start strictly by using official free developer APIs. YouTube API for V3 gives you views, likes, comments, and video data for free up to a daily quota. TikTok API for developers allows basic query or public data. It won't give you 100% of the internet's data on day one, but it gives you enough to prove the concept and get your first paying users. Once they pay, you can use their money to buy proxies and expand the research engine. The App Store, sure, you can code the app for free, but Apple and Google act as gatekeeper for their stores. Google Play first. Google charges a one-time $100 fee for a developer account. Start here and already easy to publish on, and you can test a product with real users cheaply. The Apple tax. Apple requires a $99 a year subscription to put an app on the App Store. If you strictly have zero capital right now until the iOS launch, build a web-based dashboard version of Spark alongside the Android app to capture iPhone users until you have the $99 to launch the native iOS. Bypass with Expo Go. While in beta, you have users download the free Expo Go app on their phones. They can run your development version of Spark directly to that without you need to pay Apple or Google a dime for store access. You have the vision, and the tech stack is entirely free if you put in the hours. Yes, sir. That's what we want to hear, right? All right. Okay. I like the idea. Maybe I'll just do first on Google Play, and then the Apple tax and everything. We gotta test it out on Expo Go and everything. So those are the things, right? But I want you to make the app as user friendly as possible, as advanced as possible. And I mean, I don't mean advanced in terms of users have a hard time using it, right? I mean in advance in terms of people having all the information that they need to make a video. All right, so that they can make content, they can make the best possible content, and also make a section where the videos are the videos that the user posted can be analyzed, right? So that they can see how their hooks are, see what kind of things they're doing in their video before they can post the video. All right, that's the thing. And I'm gonna be completely vibe coding this app
using Claude Code. So I need you to make a framework on how to tell Claude Code to make this app, how to advise it, how to tell Claude Code to make the AI UI the best, right? So you are gonna act as a translator between my ideas and Claude Code, because sometimes when I am using Claude Code, it gives me really complex informations which I cannot understand completely, right? So you are gonna act as a translator between me and Claude Code. Make sense? Right. If you have to be a translator, the biggest mistake people make when vibe coding with LLM like Claude is asking for the entire app in one massive prompt. Claude will get confused, the code will break, and you will spend hours chasing bug. Because you understand Python logic and how to navigate VS Code, you have a massive advantage here. You just need to act as a project manager, handling Claude one specific isolated ticket at a time. Here's your exact framework and the massive prompts to feed Claude. The vibe coding loop. Never break this cycle. If Claude gives you an error, do not try to fix it yourself. Just copy the exact error from your terminal, paste it back to Claude, and say fix this. Define the global context. Do this at the very beginning. Give Claude the system prompt so it understands the entire version, the tech stack, and the design language for writing a single line of code. Run the Coding Expo app to move on to the next feature until the current one works perfectly. Lock it in once it works. Tell Claude that it works perfectly. Remove the state. Now we're moving to the next feature. Alright. Phase 2, building the research dashboard. Once the collage initiative will be the area where he sees what's trending. Pre-post analyzer. Oh, this one is nice. This one is nice, right? That's a nice feature. Oh, the same transaction shipping is work with you already. This simply just ask me through a working deployed product 18 days before I can reply system service flagging a fast access 93 touch screens. Then I should rebuild. Alright, let's put this to Gemini, right? TJR. Damn. Aspen Gold. 24/7. What the fuck he means 24/7? So he's gonna stream for 24/7. Wow. Just play games, huh? That's a fun life. I'll save you a massive project killing mistake you have a yes. So it will sound soon. What Claude is saying, the translation Claude is politely hitting the emergency brake to miss ashes. I probably somewhere down. Don't worry, don't throw away the work. You already have work backend and YouTube data education built-in and hosted. The app stores are trapped right now. Your current web app can be installed on user force in 10 seconds without deleting the app. Export Claude has to be very strict the current accuracy and non
What the fuck you mean you just limit reach? Damn. Can we change to Opus? Not ultra core, let's go to high, right? Can we try again? Damn, this fast? Our users limit, our users limit got reached this fast? This is crazy. This is really crazy. I mean, nothing we can do, right? Think we used it too much. Background task. Preview. The fuck is this? Alright, chat. Users limit got hit. That means we cannot build nothing for today till like 3:30 p.m. and I got some other things to do. So we will be taking a leave for today. Right? We're gonna come back tomorrow. Get some and work. Come back tomorrow and yeah. Need to work. Work more on this, right? We need to ship this product as soon as possible and see if it works. See how it performs in the market. Let me know if you would buy this product. If you would purchase a content creator help kind of product that's gonna research all the content for you and everything. Just let me know in the chat if you think it's a good idea or not, right? So that's it for today. Already passed our 25 minutes limit, so but we still kept on working, right? Because work is fun. Work is truly fun. So that's it for now.